Hi, this is Tai Pan for Shanzai.com, and today we're back with another video review for you. This time we're looking at a mini wireless remote control unit. Now, these remote control units have been around for a while actually, but I think in the modern day they've started to take on some new and interesting usages. Some people might suggest that you take a product like this and use it as a mobile keyboard for your tablet device. That way you can actually have a physical keyboard with your tablet rather than using the on-screen keyboard. And while that might be possible, I think that's probably one of the least attractive uses of the device. I think the keyboards that you're finding on tablets are pretty good on their own. However, the device has a lot of other functionality, and I think I can show you a couple of usage scenarios where it might really come in handy to have a device such as this. So let's take a look at what you get. It's all included in the wireless mini remote control keyboard. We've got the device itself, which come in a nice little box here. You also get some user manual instructions in English, which is great. I think the item's pretty self-explanatory, but it's nice to have those anyway. And there's also a USB connection so that you can connect and power up your device, as well as connect it to physically, if you'd like to other items. However, it is a wireless device sporting the wonderful 2.4G specification for wireless that makes the device very useful. Right off the bat, when you look, you'll notice that the device has an entire QWERTY keyboard, which means you'll be able to do basically anything on your PC from a remote access that you would do with a regular keyboard, and that's great. I'm not suggesting that you'd be pounding out long emails or writing novels or anything with this particular keyboard. It's not any better or worse than a regular keyboard, but I think you'll find in some instances you're quite happy to have the Control-Alt-Delete functions, for example, things like that, when you're wanting to function with a PC remotely. Now, you can see there's also a lot of secondary level blue characters here, which are the function keys, which provide some media center control. And I'll go on more about that later, but I think that's probably one of the key usages now in today's market for a wireless remote control. Coming over here to the side, we've got a trackpad, just like you'll find on your notebooks and netbooks and whatnot. The trackpad's very functional, and of course it negates the need for a mouse, so you don't have to carry two peripherals for your wireless situation. But the device does go quite handily and add a left and right click mouse button functions with these two dedicated keys here, and again another pad in the center of the bottom here that can let you scroll up and down web pages, for example, and scroll around the page as well. So that's really handy actually if you're going to do any like web surfing and just kind of reading web content. Looking around the device, let's just turn it on. You'll see over the side here there's a USB connection that powers the battery. The battery's built inside of the device. Flicking it on, you'll see that there's some power indicators and wireless indications coming on here in the top left-hand corner. Along the bottom of the device, you'll find there's another button, and that's where the laser pointer functionality of the device comes through. Pressing this button lets you have a laser pointer that you can direct around, because actually there is a good usage scenario where you would take this device with you while doing business presentations, controlling a PC and your PowerPoint presentation with the device, and at the same time using it as a pointer. Moving around the device, you'll see here on the front side, that's where the laser pointer exit is. And then further around the device is the secret behind the entire show here, is the USB dongle that you plug into the PC that you want to control remotely. Simply plug this into the USB connection of the PC at the site of the place where you're going to be doing your presentation, in your home theater setup, or wherever it is that you want to be using a remote control with your PC, will allow you to have some of that wireless capability. I tested it at home, and we were looking probably almost 30 feet of range where it was comfortably being able to control my PC while I was actually lying in bed and watching it on a big screen of my TV. So that's the wireless dongle that allows that. Now that I mentioned the TV and the PC home angle, I think that's probably one of the scenarios where this device can shine the most in today's market. If you'll find, with the drop in prices of large screen TVs and monitors down to very reasonable prices, a lot of people want to get their PC content off of their PC and be able to watch it on their TV. And I think that's great, but one of the drawbacks is having to get off the sofa, getting back over to your PC and actually turning up or turning down the volume, pausing the movie, starting the movie, or basically initiating any of those functions that you'd rather much be doing from the actual sofa itself as you watch the device. So if you fire up your PC and have got things going, you got your remote control plugged in, you'll be able to use this particular program to control the volume or start up your movies that you want to watch. And because TVs of that size are a lot bigger, you'll actually be able to do some reasonable web surfing from them as well. So should you shut down your movie or turn that off, you can actually have the internet available to you still, of course, fed through your large screen TV. All of a sudden, those tiny little web pages on your notebook become massive web pages on your 42-inch TV, and you'll be able to scroll through and actually still be able to read web content, which is quite interesting as well. So I think if you're looking for that kind of a device where you're able to take advantage of PC content, but on a bigger screen where you want to be a lot further away from the PC itself and over on comfortable sofas and beds and whatnot, I think probably that's where this product can really shine the most. Now, the remote wireless goes for $55 over on Mary Mobile's website. I've got the link in the article so you can find that product if you're interested. All in all, it's quite a good size. It's lightweight, feels well built. And actually, the other thing is it kind of reminded me the first time I pulled it out of the box of those remote control toys that James Bond used to do to control cars and other vehicles and devices remotely. So it does kind of look kind of cool. And it is totally mobile with you so that you can plug that USB stick back into the device and carry it with you so you have everything all with you all the time.